Hi, let's introduce the core module in Node.js. The core module comes with the Node.js installation, but you need to use the require in order to use the module. So let me introduce some good core module for you. The first is path. So I need to use the require in order to use it. Path. Okay. So if we write a crawler, the path is very useful for us to pass the URL. The path is also very useful when we try to pass the directory path, the file path. So for now, let's use the URL for example. I have a URL, HTTP, let's say abc.com hello.html. So I want to pass this URL. I can use console.log. I want to print the, let's say I want to print the hello.html out. So there's a function called base name URL. Let me execute it. You see, I can get the HTML hello.html from this URL using the path.basename. So similar function. There's also a directory name and also extension name. Okay, if I execute it, you see here will be a directory and here will be the extension. Okay, so we can also use a join. So if I want to join the file directory using the path, I can just do join. So like if I use Linux, I want to go to the Apache directory, I can do like this. See, it will var www and HTML. So it will become a folder structure. So we can use path to do the join. So another useful core module is OS. So let me require the OS first. OS means operating system. So we can get the total memory. We have been using OS total memory. Okay, and if we print it out, this is the total memory we are using. So this is, so if we do make it to gigabyte, so this is from KB, megabyte, and then gigabyte. So let's see gigabyte. So we print it out. So we have around 15 gigabyte of memory, or almost 16 gigabyte. So how many gigabyte currently available? There's a function under the OS called free memory. So we execute it. So we have 8.3 gigabyte, which is free memory. Okay, and we can also pull out the CPU information. For example, CPU. Okay, I can operate os.cpus. So let's get how many CPU I have in my current machine. Oh, okay, sorry. Then CPUs. Missing a command here. So I have 4 CPU on this machine. Okay. So let's continue. There's another useful utility function in the core. So I can do util. So utility object is very useful. So we can use this one to do a log. Like if I want to log a message, so do something. If I print it, see you will get a timestamp for us and then the message. So it's very useful when you want to do a quick log with timestamp. And also, if you are using C, you can use utility function to do the format. Like for example, I percentage as a string, has percentage as a D as an the decimal, the number. I have how many dollar? Tom have $100. So here will replace by Tom. The percentage D will replace by 100. So now Tom has $100. Okay. So utility function can also help us to check if the variable, if I have a variable test, which is an array. So I can check, use util to see is it an array or not array. I can see. So let's print it out. True, because this is an array, and the utility function help us to identify if this variable is an array or not. Similar, we can use to test object. So let's utility is object. Okay, test 2. Let's print out. True. See, the utility function is object can also help us to identify the variable is object or not. Finally, let me introduce the most important core module. This is called file system. So let me require this module. So it is called fs. Okay. So let's create a new file. Let's give a file name. So output file name. Let's say output.txt. Okay. So I want to print. I will create a file starting to print out the string into it. So I can do file append file, and I want to do it synchronously. That means have to wait until this line got executed and then go to the next line. So output, that is the file output.txt. I want to print out hello. Okay, so that's executed. See here, we create a new file called output.txt. Okay, so let's delete it. Safely delete. Okay. Is it deleted? I may use this way to delete it. Okay. Okay, so we deleted it. So I can use, let me append more. I can append hello world. So we will print out, we will append the hello first and the world next. So after we append this hello world to the file, I want to read it. So how to read it? I use read file sync. So I read the file from the file name output.txt, and I print it as a string. So we will get the string out from the file, and I use console.log to print out the string I get. Okay, and after that, I will delete the file. The deleted file that is on link sync output. So let me explain in detail. First, I have a file called output.txt, and I append one hello to the second I append world. So I will read from the file and I get the string out. So that will be hello world, and I print it to the console. And then after that, I will delete the file. Okay, so here it will have a new output.txt and read and append hello world and read to the console and delete the file. Okay, let's execute it. Okay, it's too fast, so it didn't show up. So, but you will see. So we append to the hello world, and then we delete it. So we shouldn't see any file on the directory. We shouldn't see the output.txt under this directory. Okay, that's it.